California is going green, and no, we don't mean planting trees. Marijuana legalization. A plan to legalize, tax, and regulate marijuana has gained over 700,000 signatures, assuring its presence on November's ballot. Proponents of the petition claim that legalization will raise enough revenue to seriously aid the state's budget woes. But what are the repercussions of unleashing such a deadly narcotic upon society? Investigative reporter Chim Richards has the story.
Cannabis, it goes by a lot of names. Marijuana, pot, dope, opium, herb, ganja, reefer, bud, and as the Mexicans call it, loco weed. Everyone's heard of cannabis, and many, especially the young kids these days, think that it's natural and safe. This view has been advanced by recent blockbusters like Pineapple Express, woohoo, and Requiem for a Dream. But is it really as harmless as pop culture would lead us to believe? I set out to find the answer. First, I talked to Dr. Melissa Goldman, a leading expert in narcotic studies, to get the dirt on this drug. How's cannabis administered?
There's many methods of administration: smoking, insufflation, consumption, but the two most common and deadly methods are suppository and intravenous injection.
So just how addictive is it?
Well, the short-term high caused by cannabis renders users lazy, worthless, and hungry. But each bong is harmful, the equivalent of losing about an ice cream scoop's worth of gray matter in the brain. Prolonged exposure to this type of cognitive damage can lead to a state of mental illness, referred to in the bonging community as reefer madness, where the user is assailed by uncontrollable urges to steal and kill and rape and do bong after bong of the ganja.
Dear God.
Yeah, I know.
The next stop on my quest led me to the house of teenager Richard Burnett, or as his friends call him, Dick. A youth who lost not one, but two of his friends to a marijuana addiction. One of them was his very own brother. Richard, can I call you Dick?
Sure.
Alright, so tell me, and the viewers at home, what happened to your brother?
Last December, my brother John and we went to a party. We thought it would be safe, that there would only be alcohol. But when we got there, it had been crashed by pot smokers. I was able to escape and get home, but they used their peer pressure and got John to try a pot cigarette. He was instantly addicted. By the end of the party, he had smoked the entire pack of pot cigarettes. I remember being awoken at 4 in the morning by a phone call from the police. They said that they had found John on the curb outside of Taco Bell. He was dead. An autopsy revealed that it was a marijuana overdose.
I'm so sorry for your loss. We can stop now if you really want.
I'll keep going.
Tell us the effects of cannabis upon your friend.
1 year ago, my best friend Carlton. We had been buddies since kindergarten. 1 year ago, he started to hang out with some bongers. They did the loco weed. Soon, he was addicted. I could tell because he could talk to the other bongers in their secret code.
What secret code?
It's a sign language they have. They wave their hands like this, so the cops don't bust them.
This sign language, known to the bonging community as bro snapping, is sort of adapted Morse code. A typical conversation might go a little something like this. And what became of Carlton?
The last I heard, he was in an insane asylum.
Reefer madness?
I think so. His dealer gave him some bad marijuana. I heard it was laced with 8 LSDs. After he smoked it, the LSDs combined with the marijuana pot to form crystals that got lodged in his brain. Now he thinks he's a glass of orange juice. He has to stand all the time and start screaming if anybody knocks him over. It's so sad, he thinks he's spilling.
No. As this investigation comes to a close, Having seen firsthand the devastating effects of ganja herb, I can only conclude that to legalize cannabis anywhere would be to condemn society to certain destruction. Back to you, Dave.